And you're posting it now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm,
It went well.
thank God.
Yeah. So, but they join self. Oh.
I thought it's like something different from what we're doing.
It's something different, sha, but at least it's something you can actually pick one or two from.
Okay, maybe the next one I would.
All right, now no problem. So where do we stop? Like, where are you actually? Where are you? Where are you
Yeah,
right now?
I still did that profile for this thing.
Now the HTML do abi.
Hmm.
Never do the CSS.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
we never start CSS.
No, you did one introduction to CSS now. You posted that video.
Yes,
That's the last video you updated.
yes. Have you watched it?
I watch the thing when I be like I know this settled. Normally, if I dey watch this since I did take look and buy, but I just glanced through. Let me just put it like that to know what it's all about. I didn't really.
All right, understand. I send you the note.
Hmm?
I send you the note, or it's just this I sent to you. Really?
Yeah, you sent the note. You sent the note.
Okay, let me. I'm coming.
But is there a way we can go ahead? Like,
Okay, we should go ahead. We should not touch.
let's go ahead. I will take care of this one. Maybe that tomorrow when I want to do the assignment, I will do everything at
All right,
once. I suppose free that tomorrow.
all right, no problem. So
Mm.
today we'll be looking at this thing. Still CSS. So I want to teach you
Yeah.
one of the most important parts in CSS. Where is it? Okay, is it? So let me share my screen. I'm coming. Okay, yeah. So let me share my screen.
Okay.
All right. I see my screen, Abby.
Yeah, I can see, but it's a bit blurred.
I see it now.
Maybe it's my network. I can see it, too, but it's blur.
Uh,
Mm.
it's your network. So in CSS, there's what we call boss model. There's what we call Flexbox. There's what we call grid system.
Okay.
Yeah. So um, this boss model is actually what actually make your CSS styling to be okay. In fact, these three that you are seeing here now, they are the most important part. You know that CSS is used for styling now, styling the layout of the
Yes.
website, the color of the website. So
Yes.
this box model, Flexbox and grid system is actually the layout of the website. So in some websites, you see that after your nav bar, you see hero section. After your hero section, you see about section. You see then after your about section, you see service provider section. Okay, let me just use my website as an example for you. Let me open my website and show you. Okay, now welcome. I want to copy the link of the website.
Okay.
the road dey load. But ma open another Chrome. I dey come, ma just open another Chrome. Make I say e dey dat other Chrome.
Okay.
You see the same abi?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is navbar. This is navbar area. This is hero section where you dey see keke and book keke ride. Find your next home novely. Then this section now is our service section. As this section be now, e dey see am say na two card dey there. One card
Wait, wait, wait.
for
I still did the search side. Oh.
see dey the search side.
Na now I dey show.
Okay, but e dey
Now my network dey cause all this sensor.
yes.
I don't dey see the keke and the rest.
So for the keke now, you dey see am say for the keke for our service section, we have two card. One of the
Mm.
card is keke service, then the other one is real estate service, right? So the way say this one just what actually make am dey like this be say na the first the box model and Flexbox na im I use for there. Yes, na im make am dey like this so. Because and e get some website wey you go visit now, you go see am say dey get three box. Some website get four box. So the arrangement, the layout of this website like this now, wey you dey see like this,
Mm.
is all because of this important this thing we are looking at today. This box model, Flexbox and Grid System. So for the first one, which is the box model, you know that every element is a box made up of content, padding, border, margin. So every HTML element wey you dey see, for your VS Code, they are made up of four things. One of them is content of the element. Two, padding. Na the padding is the space around that content. The space around the content. Let me open my VS Code and show you a practical example.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a practical example. What's my data HTML? So this HTML that I'm seeing here now is okay. This is an element, right? This paragraph is an HTML element, right?
Yeah.
Then it also have a content. Welcome to my web page. It's a content, right? Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
It's, yeah, I can hear you, but just hold on. My routes and I dey is because the video is almost like you are.
All right.
Yes, I can hear you. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Hello?
yeah, I did with you. I did with you.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So this element now, it have this particular element that you're seeing here now, it have four things. One of them is the content of the element, which is welcome to my web page. It's the content of the element. Then you also have the element also have padding, that is space around the content. So as you dey see this content now, get space wey you need dey see. You need dey see am. but it gets space.
She's the paragraph.
Yeah, the paragraph, because every HTML element, every HTML tags and every HTML tags, they are elements. I remember what I tell you about elements now. Element is element are
Opening
HTML tags
tags,
that contains the opening tag, the content, and the
the
closing tag.
closing and the content. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what actually make HTML element an element. So now they are not telling us that each every element that you are seeing in HTML, each of the elements is like a bus. It's like a bus.
Mm.
So inside that bus now, we get content. It's just like your normal traveling bus now. So you inside your normal traveling bus, you
Mm.
get cloth for inside. Hmm? Then
Mm.
that cloth now be the content. Then there's also a space around the content, which is there's a space around the cloth. Hmm?
Mm.
That space
Yeah.
around the cloth now
Yes.
is what we call padding.
Okay.
Yes, it's what we call padding. Then there's also a border that surround that padding. There's a border that surround the padding. That border
Which
where
is
is surround,
more of the body of the box.
yes, that's the body of the box. Now we now have margin. The margin is now the outside of the border, which is outside the box, the space where they outside the box.
Yeah.
So that's it. So that's CSS Box Model. Then let me also show you on Chrome too. Let me open this one. So on Chrome, we have this. When I expect now, I will. Are you seeing my screen? Are you seeing this part? Eh?
Yes, I can see the box, right?
Yes, the box. You are seeing margin. You are seeing border. You are seeing
Mm.
padding.
Mm.
You are seeing the element itself. So this one now is the element. And this one is the padding, that is space around the element. This is the
Mm.
border. The
Yeah.
border is outside the padding. It's outside the padding. And the margin is now outside the border. You getting it?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's boss model for you. So each HTML element have their boss on their own. They are boss on their own, and that boss is called boss model. It's called boss model. Now, under the boss model, we have, okay, let me do a practical example for you now. Mm, Let me do a practical example for you. Let me say boss boss model. When I don't start clearance, I guess when I don't start clearance, so
And yeah, I'm done with my own self.
uh,
And I did my own that time now.
with that last year,
Yes.
January.
Hmm?
Now January you do one now.
I'll start around that kind of November, but you enter January small.
Uh,
Mm.
that's nice. On our department, they already fast for clearance, sure.
And but at the same time, the result will take come out now. That's the statement.
Yes, na the same time. But after you don't do clearance, you need to wait for like 2 weeks before you go Abraka go collect your result o. Abi una own no dey like that?
Oh. And now wetin they still tell us, but HOD they say whether Senate never approve results. Senate need to approve result first.
Yes, yeah, they need to approve the result.
Now be the problem. So HOD say Senate never approve
Alright.
results. If my mind up past 2 weeks now.
Yeah. So example now you are seeing this boss now. Boss.
Yeah.
So for instance now we have a paragraph here, right? We have this paragraph, and this paragraph, welcome, welcome to my web page. I come to my web page and I want to style this paragraph. Let me just style it inside this place. So I want to start this paragraph now. I call this paragraph. I name this paragraph class of P or boss. Let me use boss. So inside my styling now, that's how I will now put boss. I don't teach you selectors.
Selectors.
Yes,
Wait, so is it those internal, external,
yes, yes.
and
No, no, no,
inner
no, 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 no. That's style. That's styling pattern.
styling
That
pattern?
yes, that video I sent give you. That first video, that video I sent give you that last week. So now
Mm,
there's selectors day. So you will need to go
okay.
watch that video. But let me just go back. So when it comes to CSS, right, there's a way to select your HTML. You know, say now HTML you dey style. You need to style anything past the HTML. So
Okay.
there's a way you select your HTML. One, you select your HTML based on the element, based on the tag name or the element name. Let's put it in the element name. So the element name means that instead of this box that I choose now, I can just remove
Mm,
it and say I want to use P as my element name. That as my element
okay.
selector. As my element selector. You get? So I can style am. Anything else I want style am, anything else I want say make happen to this paragraph, I can style am.
Mm,
E come happen to am. But if I say I want to use class selector, um that class
mm,
selector that means that I want to select it based on the class attribute. And let me say the class attribute for this is boss. Or you can also write paragraph or anything that you want to write, but I
mm,
want to use boss, right? So
mm,
for me to now style it using the class attributes now, I'll now put, before I write the name of the attribute, I'll first put full stop or dot, then the name of the attribute. Are you seeing it?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that's class selector, selecting it based on the class attribute. Then you can also select it based on the ID attribute. ID attribute. You can say boss one, then you select it. But when you want to select it now, based on the ID attribute,
Mm,
you use hash, then the name of the ID attribute.
okay. Instead of dot.
Yeah, instead of dot, use hash. I seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these class and ID selectors now, we can't use the two at the same time. We must pick one. No?
Yes, yes, we must pick one. Must
Okay.
pick one. So for this class now, for this class selector now, maybe
Mm,
you have multiple paragraph or multiple HTML elements that have the same name or that have the same class attribute name. So you can
mm,
actually pick one of them. It will now style up the three.
okay.
Yes. So that's the reason why that's one of the advantage of using the class selector. But when it comes to ID is just identify like identity to this only one element. So that means that
Mm,
if you want to style only this element, instead of using the class attribute, because if you know that if you use the class attribute, it will affect the other
everything.
the other element. So you now have to you just need to now choose it based on the ID attribute. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's selectors. That's for selectors. Then we also have this thing, star selectors. Star selectors uh, means that you want to select the whole HTML element. Select everything like this now to style it at once. You want to style it at once. Do you understand? This is
Yeah.
example. Let me show you example of star selector. This example of star selector. Select it based on the based on star. So you are giving the whole body margin, you are giving the whole body padding, you are giving the whole body box sizing. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
This star selector seems a little bit complex.
So it's not complex, it's very easy. You are just picking all the whole elements from up to down. Then you are styling it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's for selectors. When you watch that video, you get more details on it.
All right.
Then so as I was saying, I want to style this element. I want to style it inside this place.
Mm.
But oh, now I want to say it should have, where is it safe? It should have width of 200 pixel, padding
Okay.
of 20 pixel, border should be 5 psl solid black, the margin should be 10 pixel. Now this padding now, I've already explained it in this place. This padding, right, is a space around the content. So if you want to give space, maybe you have two contents now, you want to give them space, or okay, no worry, let me do this example first. I just copy this one and paste here. Alright, I have padding, border, and margin. So if I open this one now on my web page, you see what it will give to me. Are you seeing it? Welcome to my web page.
Box.
Yeah. So this space here now is a
Mm.
padding.
Mm.
Then this is a border. Then this,
Outside is the margin.
yes, then this outside space now. All the space where they like this is a margin. You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So but when it comes to padding, okay, let me say 6 or 5 pixel. 5 pixel. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing that they have reduced?
Yes.
The space around the content have reduced. So now, when it comes to padding and margin, eh, there are four parts that margin and padding apply to. For margin, let me start with padding first. Padding apply to four parts. Margin also apply to four parts. So for padding, we have padding up, padding bottom, padding left, and padding right.
Okay.
Then for margin, we also have margin top, margin bottom. Let me show you. For margin, we have margin top, margin bottom, margin left, then margin right.
Okay.
For padding, we have padding top, padding bottom, padding left, and padding.
Well, then, right.
Now, the way they write this thing is very complicated a little bit, but you can still understand it. So when I mean padding top, I
Mm.
mean that the style should apply to bottom.
Okay.
When I mean padding bottom, I'm telling you that the
Mm.
style should apply to the top.
So
Yeah.
it's
So
like the opposite.
yeah, the opposite. So let me try this padding top now, 5 pixel. Are you seeing that it now shifted it to bottom,
Came down.
shifted it
Yeah.
down? But if I say, let me increase it a little bit, 8 pixel. So I shifted it down. Then there's now
Yeah.
space at the top.
Yeah.
So if I say padding bottom, I see padding bottom, look at what will happen. Shifted it to the top, and there's now space at the bottom. So same thing as left and right too. So if you say left, you say left, it will apply to the right hand side.
Okay.
Then it is now say right, padding right. It will apply to the left hand side. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. So same thing too as margin and padding. So you can understand this box model because this is actually box model. Padding, margin, border, weight, all those stuff. So same thing as margin and margin right too. So let me say margin top, margin top. When I say margin top, what will now happen?
The styling will now apply to the bottom.
It will apply to the bottom. So let's see it. Apply to the bottom. Let us say the space where the here dey very large. So now we'll
Okay.
actually see the effect. If we
Refill.
say padding, if we say margin right now or margin left, let's say margin left, 10%. I seen it.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's it. Then now there's another pattern too. You can say margin, then you cannot say 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 5 pixel, 5 pixel, then 4 pixel, then 3 pixel. So this first two, eh,
Hmm.
means the top and the bottom. So margin
Oh,
top and margin bottom.
okay.
Then the other two now means margin left and margin right.
All right.
Yeah. So you can say you want to apply all this style to um to want to apply all this style at once. That's why you now do this like this. Same thing to as padding too. You can also do padding like that too. You can remove
Okay.
right, then put left, this, that to it. Then there's also what we call auto. So you can say, then let me say, okay, let me first 10% auto. Now this 10% means top and right at the same time. So you are giving 10% at the top, you are giving 10% at the
Hmm.
down. Then this auto now means left and right. It means that you are calculating the space that you have. Then you now put the element at the middle of the space.
Okay.
So for instance, now you have a space of 5 centimeter. You now calculate it 2 centimeter here, 2 centimeter here. You now put the container or the element is in the
Admit.
middle, at the middle. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. Then same thing to as adding to. Then you can also come this way. You can also say auto and 10 pixel. 10, sorry, auto 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel. So it means that you are calculating both the top and the bottom, then putting the content at the center, at the middle. Right?
Okay.
So 10% that means left and
And bottom.
right. Left and right. This other side. You understand?
Okay. 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 The first one is top and bottom.
The first one is top and bottom.
Okay.
The other one is left and right.
All right.
The same thing to as your padding too. You understand?
Yeah.
But if you notice as I write margin, my write am again, margin, right?
Yeah.
I have different elements when it comes to margin. I have I have margin top, margin bottom, margin right, margin left, margin inline start, margin inline end, margin block end, margin inline, margin block start, margin trip, etc. Same thing as padding 2, padding half, padding auto, padding left, padding bottom, padding right, padding top, inline start, block, inline, inline end, inline block end,
Mm.
padding block start. Yeah. So that's it for boss model, right?
Okay.
So moving to what we have next, Flexbox. Now this Flexbox now is under CSS Box Model. I also have Grid System. Now this Flexbox, it arrange items. It's either Flexbox always arrange items in rows or in columns.
Okay.
Ah. So you can see flexible box layout. So for you to make your website to be flexible and the layout should be very okay, that's why you now use Flexbox. And this Flexbox arrange items in rows or in column.
Ah, cool.
Yeah. So we have key properties. Key properties of this Flexbox is: one, display; two,
Okay.
flex direction; three, justify content; four, align items. So display now means that how do you want to display it? You want to display it in flex. Then the direction of your display also matters a lot. Maybe you want to decide to display it in a row, or you want to display it in a column.
Okay.
Then justify content means if you want the content now, the HTML content now, to start from the start, that's first start, or you want it to be at the middle, at the center, or you want it to um or you want maybe you have three items now, you want them to have space between them. So that's where you now use justify content. Then we also have highlight items. This is that you want to stretch the items, or you want to make them to be at the center. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my assignment for you now is that I've already written this example here now. So what you just have to do is, I'm saying this note, you go through it, then you do the examples as work. I'm not done yet though.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. Then we also have grid system. We have grid system. Grid system is also like a fresh box too, but this one you write in a different pattern. So the key properties you have to know for this is this one now. This also divide layout into rows and columns too,
Okay.
just like the first one. So we have display. The display now must always be grid. Then it must also have a grid template column. So the grid now, you can decide to display it in a column form, or you display it in a row form. Then you can also decide to give them space. Maybe you are styling three balls now, you give the three balls space. Do you understand? That's for gap. Then yeah, so that's it actually. That's everything about CSS Box Model, Flexbox, and Grid System. Do you have any question? Then the practical webs there's a practical website here where you use Flexbox and Grid System. So
Oh,
I'm already reading the code, then the CSS too. This one I'm giving you, I want to see it too. I want to see it. I want to see
yeah,
the assignment.
you'll get them tomorrow.
I want to see the assignment. This one is very important.
Okay.
Before we go deeper to uh, building our portfolio website. So we'll build our portfolio
Okay.
website. So do you have any question?
Okay. My question is, this code, like the written code normally
Mm,
gets,
mm,
if beginner, you know that sometimes the code can be confusing.
yes.
So is there like put it a guide, or I've been at my own private time, I should just create something, observe the this thing to see what it will give me, do that. Because if you the right, if it's like maybe the inspiration will come on your own, or maybe there's a kind of external guide that you are using to make sure then the rest is maybe from your head and stuff like that.
Okay. External guide. External guide is Google. So you can go on Google and search anything you want to search. Google will give you everything that you need. Then as you are doing this one
Okay.
now, after you do this one, I'll give you another, if you just submit this one now, I'll give you another project where you go do for you to understand
Okay.
this. That one now, that will not be this code. That will be your own written code,
Different code.
different code. You will do it. You will show me this how it is before we now
Okay,
move
no problem.
to what is next. But before you do this one, watch that video, that last video. So watch
Previous
am.
one, right?
That this one, no be this one I talk about too. That one
Yeah, the
say
previous one.
yes, watch am. But there are some things that you need to learn from that video that will help you here.
Okay, no problem.
So this one too, watch it very well. Do it. Make research. Like try, just try your hands in different things and see how it will come out.
Alright.
Yeah. So that's the way to learn. That's one of the best way to learn. You do things. When you do them, you see how. So this how it is. This how it is. That's it. Yeah. Hope you understand.
Yes, I do.
Alright, no problem. So I'm recording this video now. We'll stop it then. We are ending the class now.
Okay. Then you
Alright.
post it on YouTube, right?
Yes, yes. I'll share it on YouTube. I'll share the link with you.
Alright, boss. Thank you.
Take care.
Yeah.